He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to another story time. Hey, Ange fam, welcome to Kicked Out of a Funeral. Now, listen. Listen. If you've been paying attention to my channel and if you're new here, I'm going to give you a little rundown. Me and my mama did not have the best relationship, but baby, I don't play about my mama. When it comes to my mama, it's... Baby, I don't play about my mama. We did not have the best relationship. I'm telling you right now. We did not have the best relationship, but baby, I don't play to this day. To this day. About my mama, baby. I don't play about my mama. Still. Even waited until she went on the glory before I started telling story times. Because y'all not about to judge my mama. You can have an opinion. Because I'm telling my story and listen to my stories sometimes, like, still, like I said, I be looking at my mama sideways. I was really, really angry with my mama before therapy. After therapy, it was a different view. Still, some things I looked at her sideways. But I don't play about my mama. And in this situation, looking back, I had to understand certain things and how it went into play. Now, I'm a Capricorn. December, Capricorn gang. The GOAT. We start and finish the year. My mama is January. She starts the year. I finish the year. One thing I will tell people, all Capricorns are not created equal. We have similar characteristics, but we are all not the same. Similar characteristics, all not the same. Most of the time, we can deal with a Capricorn, and then sometimes we can't. I hear the men are quite difficult to date. I've never dated a Capricorn man, but I hear y'all are quite difficult to date. I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, ease up on the sisters. Anyway, but when it came down to the men that my mom would choose, we did not agree. One thing I will say about a Capricorn woman's love life, Capricorn women are labeled as, what do you call it? Very strict. I'm going to get to that. Also, we're labeled as sneaky. We're not sneaky. We're private because we don't need validation on if you like the dude or not. We don't need validation. If we like him, we gonna mess with him. If we want him, we go, because we like him. It's something about you. Something about you, baby. I want you, baby. And you can't tell us nothing. That dude can do everything under the sun. And until we tired, he gonna be right there. He gonna be right there. He gonna be right there, baby. Until we get tired. Everybody can be saying, girl, you're on fire. Put the water out. Until we get tired, he ain't going nowhere. And most of the time, you're not even gonna know who we dating, honey. And I can only speak for myself. I've been that type of person. I don't need your validation. I don't need your approval on who I'm messing with, who I'm talking to, I don't need your approval. Because I'm going to do what I want to do regardless. No matter what you saying, no matter what memes you putting up, no matter what you got to say, girl, I don't care. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And it's not going to stop until I get tired. Which, looking back now, as a Capricorn, that's a similar characteristic me and my mama have. We don't stop until we get tired. No matter what people say, we don't stop until we get tired. My mom was married twice. Now, she did tell me about this boyfriend before my dad that she really liked. He was really nice. He treated her very well. But unfortunately, he passed away. Mind you, when we're having this conversation, I was like, dang. Dang, Jesus, why that couldn't be my dad? I'm just saying. And then you got my daddy. the abusive, booger sugar, addicted, schizophrenic. In the beginning, according to her, he wasn't like that. He was he liked to have fun, well mannered. Um, he could dress nice. He went into the military, and once he went into the military, and once he came home, according to her, like once he went to Korea, he was stationed in Korea for something. I don't know what he was stationed in Korea for, but he was stationed in Korea for something. Because she repeatedly stated, you probably got siblings. You probably got siblings over there. Because she was pregnant with me while he was stationed over there. And he had called her and told her, like, we're having a daughter. She's going to be beautiful. I need you to name her Angel. So he's the reason why I have my name. Which is a struggle. Because most of the time when people be like, what's your name? Angel. Oh, Angela? Angelique? No, Angel. Oh, are you an angel? No, you see me sitting here with you. Why would you think I'm an angel? Do you not see me sitting here with you? I mean, I can be. Anyway, then it turned. She claimed, according to her, once he got back, from Korea, from being deployed other places, that he was not in his right mind. He no longer was the same person he was prior. She don't know what happened, but that's when he became abusive. That she feels like he had PTSD along with the schizophrenia, which is what she would later claim of why he was the way that he was. And it took his family a long time. Well, I won't say his family, his mama. It took his mama a long time to accept the fact that he was not the person that he was prior. When she finally got the strength and the nerve to leave him, I was around 3, 4-ish. Because I remember I told y'all the story how I remember him coming in the room and punching my mom in the face. She didn't know anything about that until we were sitting at the table with Trucker. And Trucker is named Wolf in other stories, but I remember calling out that man's name. I was real bold in that story time, child. Oh well. So yeah, so Trucker, Wolf, all the same person. All the same person. Yeah. So getting ahead of myself. Then after she divorced my dad, she married Nightmare. Nightmare real name is in that story time too, baby. I was for real. And I understood. Once looking back at it, I understood why I said the real names, because I meant what I said in that story. Because everything I said in those stories happened. So either take ownership or we could go to court. I'm down. I hear both of them are very sick. Anyway. Yeah, so Nightmare comes around 4, 4.5, 5. And he's there until I'm 14. Nightmare starts essaying me at the age of 7 until 14. She finally gets rid of him because he stole money out of the water account. My mom was the person who was designated to, because we didn't have like a water system, sewer system at the time. Because I live in the country, Gullah Geechee, southeastern coastal girl. So we didn't have like a water system at the time, like sewer. We had like a water tank type situation that would supply water, and your house had your own septic system. Like it was called like a septic tank. And your septic tank had to be pumped out. Almost like a porta potty, but a porta potty underground. So, yeah, so he stole. She was the person designated on our street to collect the water. Like they would give like donations. We didn't have like a water bill. People would come and kind of guesstimate how much water they think they use, and they would come give a donation, and my mama would turn the stuff in, right? So Nightmare had a booger sugar problem too. He had a booger sugar problem. So he owed the street pharmacist a lot of money. Most of the time he was always in debt. So what you were doing was you were promising me as payment, you were stealing things out of the house as payment, and you wrote a $50 check to the street pharmacist out of the water account. So that wasn't my mom's money. That's, like that's the county's money. It had the county's name on the checkbook. And luckily, her sister-in-law worked at the bank and caught the check before it was cashed. That's how she found out. She brought the check home, brought it to my mama, and that was my mama's last straw for Nightmare. So Nightmare was finally out of there. Yeah, I know. Me being SA did not get him gone. I don't know the thought process. I don't, but still, I don't play about my mama. So that was gone. So after he was gone, he tried his best to come back, but she had enough. Thank God. She had enough after the $50 check from the water account. So she had enough. Then I would say maybe like 2 or 3 months. Here comes Trucker. Now, mind you, she was already confiding and talking to Trucker, because at this point in time, my mom, after Nightmare, her credit, her life, like basically was shambles, and she was rebuilding. So at this point in time, my mom was working at one point up to 3 jobs, like to get out of the debt that he had left behind. So she was talking to, in one of those jobs, she worked at a truck stop as a dishwasher and a cook. And so, as I told y'all, I don't remember which story it was, but I told y'all, like, when she would cook, like, the truckers would be like, they want to meet the cook. Like, who cooked this? The truckers would want to meet the cook. Like, they would give her a tip, or they would, just give her a compliment, let her know, like, you can cook. Like, your food is really good. So when she would cook, like, the truckers would let each other know, like, and here they come, and it's busy, right? So she met Trucker, Wolf, Trucker. Which I prefer? Wolf, Trucker. Kind of sounds Wolf. So she met Wolf at the truck stop. So unbeknownst to me, at this point in time, like, she had started confiding in Wolf. They had started, building a rapport and started being cool, started being friends, right? And she was confiding in Wolf, unbeknownst to me. And the whole time, Wolf was plotting, unbeknownst to her. So they were building a rapport or whatever. And so it had gotten to the point, I would say 2 or 3 months after, Nightmare was gone, and then she had started the process of divorce or whatever, they started dating. So they started dating, and he was introduced to the family at my grandfather's, I think it was his 80th. It might have been his 80th, 85, somewhere in there, birthday party. I wish I had the pictures. I want to say I want to look for them, but I don't want to lie to y'all. I don't want to lie to y'all to find the pictures. Let me think about it. If I look for the pictures, I'll insert the pictures of the 80th birthday party when he was introduced to our family, because we took like family photos, right? So anyway, yeah, so that's when he was introduced to the family, and that's when I knew, like, okay, yeah, this is official. And something else had happened. Where was it at? Oh, it might have been In Love with a White Boy. When I talk about Trucker, and when I realized, like, they were taking their relationship to the next level. I think it was In Love with a White Boy. They was taking their relationship to the next level or whatever. So lo and behold, at this point in time, he's not, I won't say, so to say, single. He's separated. And now that we're separated, We can't stand one another. Where is Avant? Avant used to be booming. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wait, where is he at? Anyway. Yeah, so they were separated. They were separated. So I'm the type of person, like, I don't judge people. I don't judge you. I don't judge what you got going on in your life, because people are quick to say, if I was you, when you're not in the situation. So it's easier to say what you would do because your shoes is not in it at the point in time. So I don't be judging people, because you never know what life is gonna throw at you, baby. You never know what life is gonna throw at you. You never know how stuff is gonna flow. Because I used to be the one who used to be like, and baby, it humbled me, especially when people used to get pregnant. I'd be like, you got laid there, had it. You done laid there and made the baby. You better have it. You better have it. And baby, when I got pregnant, I was like, take it, please. Take it. I don't want it. Literally humbled me. Humbled me. Because baby, I did not want it. And then I was also the one who'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna fall for him, and end up falling for him. Wasn't supposed to happen, but I end up falling for him. End up following him and be like, I ain't falling for him. End up falling for him. End up falling for him. To this day. To this day, I be looking in the mirror saying, girl, what the? Anyway, so at this point in time, him and his wife, because they're still married, are separated, right? While him and my mom are dating, and you are moving on with my mom and forgetting all about old girl over here, ex-wife. I'm gonna call her ex-wife. I know her name. I almost called it. Moving on, from ex-wife over here, right? So to the point where ex-wife finds out about my mom. I don't know how you found out, because at this point in time, like, cell phones are in, but it's the huge one. So you got a cell phone. It's like in this little case thing, if you can carry it around. It almost look like, how the Bibles have those covers and you carry them around, like the square covers. That's literally how the cell phone looked, where it was like a connected charger type situation. You carry around the cell phone like that. If I find a picture out of what I'm talking about, I'll insert it. But literally, it's like, that you had a cell phone like you a trucker. Truckers made good money. Like, ever since the land of time, I've known truckers make good money. So he made good money, and he repeatedly bragged about it. For me, my opinion, even back then as a kid, I was like, oh, if you gotta brag about money, like, if that's what you have to brag about, that's all you talk about, you are the brokest person in the room. You don't have no personality. Your sex game is whack. There's nothing about you that is spectacular. Because that's all you talk about is money, which means that's all I have to offer. That's all I gotta offer you. I done told y'all, I done dated a broke. I done dated blue collar, and I done dated rich. And that rich one, ooh, I wasn't shooting y'all in a bird. That rich one, horrible. So this dude, trucker, the rich dude that I dated, way more money than him. But you had the attitude of the rich dude times 24. Horrible. Like, I could not stand you. Could not stand you. Even when you came in and you was first being introduced, and I was like, what are you really here for? My mama was offended. Went off on me. He was like, no, it's okay. But for him, it was like, game on. Because you were already plotting anyway, unbeknownst to the both of us. Anyway. So yeah. So it was like, this lady knew about my mama because she started calling the house. And I'm sitting here going, how'd she get the phone number? Because back in the day, it wasn't like you can, pick up somebody saying, and I'm going to put it on your face. So I remember his password. And then you looking through text messages, kick Instagram. Nah, like, it was a call off. and it didn't have no names on it. All you saw was a bunch of numbers. So you had to give her the number, because there are some men who love for women to fight each other because that boosts their ego. They love that, which is why most of the time it's like you don't see when a dude claim, like when dudes, well, when females be like, girl, I'm the main. It's like, girl, both of y'all the sides, both of y'all getting the same thing. Hey, girlfriend-in-law, you getting the same thing. You getting the same, you getting the same thing. If he wants to see her, he's going to make time. He's going to make time. You might as well be cool with her. Because if you're not going to leave him once you find out about her, let him cheat in peace. Or let them be. Let them be. I wouldn't even say cheat. Let them be. Get together. Call her and be like, girl, we might as well coordinate a schedule. Because he's going to find time to be there. And most of the time, if you not going to go nowhere and you going to hoop and holler and leave my man alone, he going to boost that up. Because he loved the fact that you jealous. That's the ego booster for him. You look a fool. You look a mess. Crazy. Because if he hadn't stopped cheating, girl, why you still there? Why you keep cheating on me? No, why you keep letting him? Crazy. If it's not something you don't want to deal with, leave. You need to leave. Anyway, so to me, it was like, how she get your number? Which is what I asked my mama. And so she's like, I don't know, because the lady was calling on repeat. She was almost as bad as my dad. My dad would call on repeat so much. And at this point in time, like, we got a rotary phone. We have to take the phone off the hook and leave it because you calling back to 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 back. You know how them crazy girls be calling back to back to back, and you dudes be scrolling up and showing y'all call log and how she calling back to back because you not answering and because she don't trust you. Because you done did some stuff, and then now she insecure, and instead of walking away and feel like, you know, and realizing like you deserve better, she just call you back to back to back to back to back to back to back like a dummy. Girl, I never did that. I ain't calling you back. I ain't never did that. Baby, I would let you go. Do you hear me? I would let you go. I had one little yeah to say, you cut people off so fast. Baby, what am I holding on for when you showing me you don't want to be here? What I'm holding on for? Anyway. So yeah, so she was calling back to 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 back. And I was like, Mama, how did she get this number? And so she was like, I don't know. Remember I told y'all, like, I have my own private line. So when Mama would go to work and she would call, it was like, I would wait for her to call the main line. And crazy part was, she never did. She never did. It was like she knew her schedule. And I was looking at my mama like, girl, you don't see, like, this dude is playing you, like he letting this lady know, like he feeding this lady, getting her all riled up. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, he getting off on her being riled up and coming at you. And they supposed to be separated. Because my thing is, and as I had asked my mama, I would say, well, Mama, if they separated and if they over, like he said they are, why is she calling? Because if it's a dude that I don't want, baby, I'm not paying him no attention. I'm not calling. I don't care, baby. I'll send you a thank you card. I'll send you a thank you card. Because, girl, you don't even know what you're getting into. Here you go. I'm not calling him. When I'm done, I'm done. I don't do no hoopling, no hollering. I ain't calling. I ain't scratching no tires. I ain't stabbing no tires. I ain't scratching no car. I ain't putting nothing in the tank. I ain't doing none of that stuff. Y'all who do that, I be like, baby, that's too much work for a dude who doing whatever they want to do and already moved on. Why am I doing this? And then in this day and age, baby, you on camera, he's sending you to jail, McDummy. I'm not doing all that. Why am I doing all that? Oh, absolutely not. Baby, I'll be looking at you like this. Oh, you leaving? Yeah. Oh, it'll be like, oh boy, who just called Brittany Renner?
Say, bro, so you don't want to be my friend? So you not my friend no more, that what you saying? But why you don't want to be my friend, bro?
You don't want to be my friend? How ain't you over there with a whole new wife? That's your soulmate. That's your twin flame. Why are you leaving messages on Brittany Renner stuff? Tell me you ain't my friend no more. Girl, he's trying to pull you back in. Don't do it. Don't do it. That cookie snatch juice must be got a little hold on him. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway. So yeah, I'm like, Mama, this not making sense. She don't call when you not here. She only call when you at home. So he got to be telling her, you home for her to call. He getting off on this. And my mama, for whatever reason, would not believe me. I guess it's like, girl, you a child. Stay in a kid's place because you don't know what you're talking about. But it's like, baby, it's Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. Both of them can see like this hoe over here, this dude, is playing y'all. Like he playing y'all against each other. Mind you, this lady had really bad asthma. So you on the phone, because I done picked it up and listening, and I told y'all I'm nosy. I'm picking up and listening because my mama tell me to stay out of it, but I'm listening because I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and 2 times 2 is goddamn 4, because ho, what the fuck? Because something ain't right. So I'm listening, and you screaming and hollering and hooping and hollering on the phone and pumping. And I got asthma. So it's like, girl, you doing all of this? And he ain't even that cute. Because when I see the dude, I'm looking at my mama like, girl, why? Why? What is going on? And I also understand after therapy, my mama had low self-esteem. So you had been sexually assaulted, you had been called ugly by a teacher, you've been called dumb by a teacher, you had low self-esteem. So you probably felt like this is the best that I can do. My mom really didn't want to be bothered. I wish she would have went with her first mind. And I probably wouldn't be here, but that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, like she used to frustrate me so much, like with her self-esteem, because it's like, Mom, you pretty, like, why are we doing this? Why are you taking this? Y'all, okay. So like she hooping and hollering. The only time she hooping and hollering was when you off, like when you home. How she know you home, girl? How she got your number? Like none of this stuff is adding up. It's got to be him. The common denominator is wolf. The common denominator is wolf, Mom. No. Okay. So this lady hooping and hollering, and like it had gotten to the last straw where she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna separate ties. Like clearly we don't need to be together. So she separated ties and told him, like, you know, clearly your wife wants to work things out because she keep calling here, and like that's, you know, that's bothering me. It's to a point where I don't want to deal with that anymore. So let's just separate. Please tell me why this master manipulator, because I really want to say something. Please tell me why you use that against her. You use that against her and told her, yeah, you're not ready for a relationship. You're not ready for a relationship. You're not ready to settle down. You're not ready to have a real man in your life because, you know, you will understand like she's playing with you. She's playing with you. No, you playing with her. And she don't want to hear it. And it's like, girl, why you not listening to me? Like, I don't understand. And so you're around here moping because you really like Trucker, which I don't know why, but you really like him. And so now you running around here playing sad songs. And at this point in time, Anita Baker had came out with a song called I Apologize. And they had came on the radio while we was in the car. And so she was like, ooh, I really like that song. She was like, you think I can use that song and send it to Trucker so he'll understand, you know, like, I'm sorry. Like, maybe I misjudged the situation. And so she was like, you hear me talking to you? And at this point in time, I'm a little confused because you told me to stay in the child's place. right? And so I was like, you want to apologize to him? What are you apologizing for? What are you apologizing for? And so she was like, well, he said, like, I'm not ready for a relationship. And, clearly I'm not mature enough to be in a relationship, and I'm allowing her to get to us. And I was like, well, first of all, I always had a mouth. Sorry. First of all, he's still married. One, the divorce is not final. So clearly they still want to be together, or clearly he's telling her something. Two, she got your number from him. The reason why she's calling, she only called when you're home. She doesn't call when you're at work, because trust me, I was waiting for my turn to answer when she called. So she only called when you're home. So clearly he's giving her like your schedule and telling her like, yeah, she home. She home. She home. We together. We talk. So I'm not understanding what you're apologizing for. Yeah, you wouldn't understand because you're a kid. Girl, I do not have to be 75 to realize this dude is playing you, and this ain't nothing for you to apologize for. You need to walk away. You deserve better. But hey, you grown. I can't tell you what to do. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. Whether you like it or not, that ain't my business. You gonna do what you want to do anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go buy the cassette tapes, and give it to him as a gift the next time he comes to the truck stop. You don't understand love. Now, I'm not even gonna front. Getting older, like, being attached and still holding on to somebody who ain't no good, I get it. I see it a lot, and I had my little fair share. But baby, baby, there's limits in certain things I'm just not gonna take, love. I'm not gonna take. I'm gonna take you for face value. If all you want me for is a little pickle tickle and you good at it, I'm gonna let you come through and send you right on back home. I'm just saying. Once I recognize what it is, I'm gonna send you right on back home. I may call you. You may call me. If I want to come, I'll come. Over. If I'm in the mood, I'll be in the mood. And if I'm not, it's a no. It's really that simple. I don't have to care about your feelings, and you ain't gotta care about mine, because clearly you already showed me that once I got older and got rid of the fairy tale situation, because we fantasize and commercialize a lot of this stuff, which is why we take a lot of stuff too. So it was like, like at this point in time, baby, the way that I look at marriage, because I done seen my daddy hit you and punch you in the face, I done been sexually assaulted by your husband. I don't want to get married, babe. There's nothing spectacular you have showed me by being married and being in a relationship. Nothing. My granny either. Nothing. And I love my granddaddy to the death of me. My granddaddy was my daddy. Love him down. But he was a cheater. Pimp. Cheater. Carpenter like Jesus. Can come fix the house, plumbing, all that stuff. Very well-rounded man, commercial fisherman. But you had hoes in different area codes. Tall, 6'1", 6'2", light skin, curly, good hair, with a little Indian in your blood, which was true because his mama was part Indian. And Indian is a bad word. Native. Y'all be killing me. Part native and Irish. I'll put the picture up because I know how y'all do. That's my great grandmama. Okay? Okay. So anyway. So yeah, so baby, everywhere I look around, y'all relationships suck. At this point in time, My sister had already got married and gone on. Her relationship was the only one that was healthy at the time. And I'm saying at the time because I don't know her business. We don't even talk. So I can't tell you yeah or no, whatever going on in that lady life because I don't know because we don't talk. But at the time, from high school on, that was a healthy relationship. That was the only healthy relationship that I saw. Hers and my grandaunt. My grandaunt was spoiled. was spoiled. Move stuff. But she was male centered. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, so it was like, girl, y'all ain't showing me nothing spectacular, and this is nothing that I want to do when I grow up. So whatever works. Whatever works. So when he showed up to the truck stop, she gave him the cassette. They talked, made up or whatever. It's whatever. So things are going good, and guess what? Because the times when y'all wasn't talking, the call stopped. Now that y'all back talking and y'all cool, here we are again. Mr. Telephone Man, this asthmatic is calling. Like literally, every time you turn around, this lady was calling again. And I was like, girl, I know you cannot be this blind. Cause now she calling again. Well, anyway, I would say like a month or two later, ex-wife dies. Woke up dead. Woke up dead, honey. Woke up dead. Had a real bad asthma attack. You was home by yourself. Nobody was there to help you. Woke up dead. Now, mind you, ex-wife and trucker have 3 kids. 2 girls and a boy. So remember, like y'all supposed to be separated. Y'all marriage is supposed to be over. It ain't nothing y'all supposed to have together. Nothing going on, right? Right? Okay. So my mama, I'm going to support. So you go down to his house. You didn't go to the funeral, even though I know I got kicked out of a funeral. You didn't go to a funeral. You went to his house. You told him, I don't want to come to the funeral because I don't want to upset your children. I don't want to make your children feel like I'm disrespecting them, and disrespecting their mom. I'll just stay at your house. Because they had 2 separate houses. So they were living in 2 separate houses. On paper, they were separated. She had her own house. She had the old house that they had shared together with them and their children. And he had his own house. So my mama went to his house. They had the repast at her house. So after, the funeral, my mom didn't go to the funeral. After the funeral, he came. And after the gravesite, he came back home. The kids went to the repast. So the kids are calling him like, where are you? Like, where are you? And so my mama was like, she was sitting on the sofa, like helping him fold up some stuff because she was like, his house was a mess. And she was helping him clean up, like just to help. And then she's like, and I was here, down there to support. She's at his house. Did not go to the funeral. Did not go to the repast at her house. She's at his house. So the kids are looking for him. And so she said the daughters show up at his house because they're looking for him because I guess, and I'm assuming, according to her, they're thinking like, he having a hard time and he left and went to his house. He just want to be alone. So they came to come check on their daddy. But when they walk into the house and they see my mama sitting on the sofa, they start cackling and hooting and hollering like they mama. Oh, you better get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. You the reason why my mama had an asthma attack. You the reason why my mama was going crazy. You destroyed their marriage. Now, mind you, his children are grown. They're over. I think the son was the youngest one. I think he was like 19, somewhere in there. Like 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there. Like he was the youngest. He was the one who had just like graduated or whatever. So the daughters are older, but they, what I'm saying? Like they like step stools. Like literally say, like, let's just say he was like 18. So the middle sister was like 20. The older sister is like 23. So they grown but young, you know what I'm saying? And so you hooting and hollering and telling her, get Get out. Get out of here. Get out of here. And so my mama, I've never seen my mama buck up except one time. And that was with my brother. And I think she had just finally had enough. And then he bucked up at her in her house, like bucked up over because he's a little taller than her. And my mama flipped him. Shook the whole house, flipped him. That was the one time that I've seen her buck up. And I feel like me and my mother are the same. It's like, baby, I know my strength. I know my anger level. So if I'm fighting, it's got to take a lot for me to get there, because I know it's going to take a lot for me to come down. And if I'm fighting, I'm trying to kill you, hoe. You know what I'm saying? And so I've never seen her buck up like that. She will walk away first, like me. I will walk away because I don't want to play fight. I don't want to, because I got too much built up anger. Too much. So I don't play fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to play fight. I don't want to argue. Like, because if you hit me the wrong way, or if I feel like you trying to one up me, I'm going to retaliate. There we go. I'm going to retaliate. And you're not going to like the way I retaliate. Because a lot of times people see me on 411, they think I can't do nothing. They think I won't fight back. They think, oh, girl, you scared. You be walking away. No, ho, I be walking away because I have shit to lose. And I sit and I think. Thank God to therapy. Thank God for therapy. I sit and I think, how is this going to affect me in the end? How is this going to affect me in the end? Should I crash out? Why the hell am I crashing out? When you clearly showed me, like, how you feel about me, where I stand in the situation. Why am I crashing out? Yeah, no. So I'll sit back and watch you watch me. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for a response. Because the response that you're looking for doesn't benefit me. And so I watch and notice, like, my mom does that. Well, did that. So, yeah, it was like, she said, I just peacefully got up and left. Now, mind you, you had told my sister before you told me, right? Me and my sister, I will say that's why we don't get along. Me and my sister, when you get us there, hot head. I'm worse. I am. Which is very shocking of why you tried me. I'm worse. But it's like, girl, you're not going to say, like, we don't play about our mama. Even though it may not have been the best type situation in our house, we don't play about her. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at my mama when she's telling me the story, because she told my sister first. And my sister's on the phone, according to my mama, saying, excuse me? Do I need to come down there? Like, mama, excuse me, mama, because we're that type. Because it's like, baby, why are you letting these people disrespect you, baby? Like, why? Why are you letting these people disrespect you? And baby, why you ain't tell your daughters? Like, you got a daughter here. Why you ain't come get your daughter? Why you ain't get your daughter? And so she was like, no, it's okay. No, I understood. You know, like, they felt disrespected. I said, you in his house, right? His house, the house he live in. Yeah, but, you know, it was their mom's funeral. You know, tensions are high. I said, okay, maybe I'll give them that. And at the point in time, I didn't know what that felt like. So at this point in time, speaking with my mom being deceased, I can kind of, you know, understand where your tensions are high and you're not really thinking. But hoes, this ain't your house. This ain't your mama house. And according to that little, your daddy, according to your daddy, y'all weren't even together. So all that hooting and hollering she was doing was uncalled for. My mama didn't come to the funeral. She was at the house. She was sitting in a chair. She hadn't even seen your mama, no nothing. And you saying, I said, so you saying they said you the reason why they was getting a divorce? I'm confused. And to me, in my mind, it made sense why the lady was calling. Because if the lady wanted to work it out and you're saying, no, I already moved on and she feel like I should let you go. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how y'all do. Trust and believe. We're not oblivious. And I will say, I'm not oblivious. I know a dude can tell me one thing and go tell another girl another. So you looking at me and looking past him, and the whole time the common denominator is him. You feel me? So, and I had already told my mama that. It's like, girl, it's him. It's common denominator. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. Him. He gave her your number. Like, she's the reason she calling you. She know when you're not at work. Like, it's right here. It's right here in your face. But you like him. So when you like him, when you like a dude, like you gonna take it. Just like y'all dudes take it when you like a chick. When you like a chick, y'all take it. Y'all take everything. We be sitting back looking at you like, you can't be this dumb. You can't just sit here and deal with it. But you like her, so we get it. Just like with us, you can't be this dumb. You know what it is, but you like him, so we get it. Right? So it was like, mama. And so she was like, no, it's okay. Like, I understand, like, tensions was high. They had just left their mom's, funeral, and they were at the repast. And so when they was coming to check on their dad, and when they got there, I'm there. So, I can understand. I don't, but you ain't say nothing. You just got up and left. Yeah, I just got up and left. So lo and behold, a week later, Trucker is around. And you're around because I want to apologize for my daughters. I'm going to make them call and apologize to you because they had no right coming in there and saying those things to you. And I said, oh, so you was there. You was standing there. Why they were saying this? So not one point in time did you chime in. Did you say, hey, I'm not going to tolerate that. This one point in time, I'm not gonna tolerate that. You're not gonna disrespect her. You're not gonna talk to her like that. She didn't come here on that type of time. She didn't come here being disrespectful. She came here to support me. Now, one time, not nothing. You didn't say nothing to your daughters. You just let them disrespect my mama. So my mom was like, Angel, you know what I'm saying? Like, your mama say certain words. Because my mom would be the type. Like, she would say certain words one time and you knew. Like, excuse me was one of her words. So she could say, excuse me. Like, to get clarity. Excuse me? You trying it? And, excuse me? You there. You know what I'm saying? So I knew. So she would say my name a certain way, and I knew. And I've noticed, like, anybody that I've built rapport with or I've had, like, a close relationship, they can say Angel, like, a certain way, and I know what it means. So anyway, yeah, so she was like, Angel, baby, this voice is fighting this story. She was like, Angel. So letting me know I've gone too far. For her comfortability, letting me know like I've gone too far. Like, it's like, okay, chill out. Like, I got it. So now that you let these heifers disrespect my mama, I don't have nothing for you. I ain't had nothing for you anyway, to be totally honest. I ain't had nothing for you anyway. So it's the simple fact that you let these heifers disrespect my mama. You mean to tell me you was standing right there and she came down there, she drove down there over an hour and a half. It might have been 2 to come and support you and to sit on the couch. She done took abuse from this ex-wife, hooting and hollering on the phone on repeat, that somehow knew when she wasn't at work, and that would be the only time that she called. So my mama, again, Angel. All right, now I'm pushing it. So at this point in time, like, I give you a look, and I go to my room downstairs. So he leaves. I go upstairs to say, to comfort my mama, like, it's like, hey, you okay? So she was like, yeah, I'm okay. We had a conversation, and we decided that, we're still gonna be friends. Okay. And that is the story time of kicked out of the funeral. She didn't really go to a funeral, but she went to his house and she was dressed to go to the funeral, but to her, she was like, I ain't want to disrespect the kids or whatever. She decided against it. and went inside his house, not her house. They came to his house looking for him. And my thing is, as a grown ass man, you should have told your kids that she was gonna be there. Number one. Or when they walked in the house, hooting and hollering, you should have checked your kids. My opinion. Check your kids. Because if you and her wasn't together, there was no disrespect. And then you talking about you the reason why they got a divorce. Girl, please. 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 The way that man talked about that lady, which is how I said he was playing both sides, because he dogged her. And that's usually what men do. They dog the other lady to you, so you feel sorry for them. And then, it's like, you should leave. I'm the better woman or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they tell you. And then, they go back to her and be like, she ain't mean nothing to me. I ain't like that. I don't know, that girl crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Let's get this story time going. We gotta look presentable. Presentable. That look presentable? That should be. Yeah, oh, you cute. That should be That should be presentable. Mic's on. My mic sound nice. Check 1. My mic sound nice. Check 2. JJ Fad. Y'all don't know nothing about it. Okay, let's get into it. Excuse me. Up. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why my jacket won't stay up. Hold on, y'all. We good now, girl?